Alright, we're back! Sorry for the wait, guys. Just got all my stuff ready. One more thing to do is put an Instagram story post, and we're gonna get started. I always wondered if you could do it on PC just to make this a little easier, but no matter. Let's get started. I'm gonna get the game launched right now before I show you my screen. Let's do it. There we go, we're logging in. I've been waiting for this for the last couple of weeks. So, I got some new videos coming out for you guys in the next few days. Actually, no, for the next week at the very least, because I'll be releasing at least one new video each day. Got a new thumbnail design set up, so I think that's gonna look a lot more appealing to the masses. So, here we go, let's begin. But before we do that, an obligatory stinger for you all. Alright, here we go. So, not gonna forget to turn on the desktop audio this time around. Also, made another change. The chat box is around here, but I made it a little smaller because I noticed that it was taking up a little too much space. So hopefully with it a little bit smaller this time, it's a lot better. So, here we are. Welcome back. So this is the furthest I have made it into this story so far in this game. This is Heavensward, the first expansion in this game that came out in 2015. Very nice looking scenery, isn't it? So, before we start, we're gonna get some new jobs first. Oh, and there's our crew, by the way. We're gonna do some of the job quests first. So I've done quite a bit of fun stuff while I was away. And we're about 3 levels away from leveling up our paladin, my main job, into 90. The game is very generous to leveling up our classes, which is nice. And don't mind the audio cutting off. It's just that whenever I touch my second monitor, that's what happens. So this game doesn't have the borderless option, but yeah. So let's not waste any time. Let's get things started. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna head back to Tanaland first. We're gonna do a couple. We're gonna do a couple of things for that. We're gonna do some other things for the first roughly 2 hours, roughly. Hey. All right, let's do this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna quickly check if there's any supply and provisions we gotta do. Don't worry, I'm not gonna spend time on this. We're just gonna see if there's anything easy we can do. All right, so do we have any supply and provisions that we can do quickly? No. I was hoping for one of these to provide significantly more XP. So if he has a star, you get more. Okay, we don't need this. We can just get rid of those. All right, so I'm continuing to do the squadron missions. Not sure you do get something in return, but I just rely on the timer. So we get something in return. Okay. Don't worry, we're not going to spend hours on this. We're just going to rely on a timer. Let's see. Which one is going to get us leveled up? Oh, this should be interesting. Very high, but, you know, just do it. Now, what we're going to do next. So, for the last 2 or 3 weeks, I've been doing other jobs on the side. Now, I got Archer, Machinist, Sage, Rogue, Samurai, Reaper, and Red Mage. Now, I'm gonna do them all, but we're not gonna do any story quests past level 50 because we haven't explored Heavensward completely just yet. Because I have a feeling that some of these story quests beyond level 50 is going to take us into areas that we haven't explored yet. But we will do everything up to 50. So hopefully this will not take too long because I'm very eager to get back to the Heavensward MSQs. So let's start off with our Archer. Now, for the most part, I got about level 40 gear on this, but thankfully it's not too bad. This will take us through most of the story quests. So we're gonna do these story quests one by one. It will unlock his new abilities. Alright, so where is the nearest teleporter? Archer's Guild. So let's see what kind of a story we get with our bard. So once we reach level 30, it's gonna turn into a bard. So the starting class is called Archer. Let's see what we got. Alright, there's our guild master. Just like when we started off with Gladiator. The same thing we're going to be doing here. One last check with the audio. Good. I didn't miss anything this time. There we go. Lucian, which is to gauge your aptitude for archery. Makes sense, so that we're doing our job. Ah, yes! The bow becomes you, Inio. Now, before proceeding any further, I must needs gauge your innate aptitude for archery. To this end, I hereby assign you the following trial. Slay the squirrels, ladybugs, and fangors that roam just beyond the city gates. 3 of each should suffice. Of course, because we need to have the rules of 3 that I have been going through A Realm Reborn so many times already. In so doing, you will prove your fitness to join the Archers Guild. It goes without saying that you must do so using your bow. Report back to me when the task is accomplished. Go now, Inio, and earn your place within these halls. And hopefully these are not in... Oh, good. It's not that far away. Oh yeah, the gear we have on this is more than sufficient. And we got our lovely Dalmel to do the job. By the way, thank you for the free company mates for giving this mount. It's cute. Is Dalmel the best companion in this game? So... Oh, level 1. This is easy. Alright. Gizzle greens. Make sure we eat our eggs. There we go. Wow. Just like that. So overpowering. Okay, what do we got? Oh, another ladybug. That is so satisfying when you are more than well equipped. Oh yeah, we did need to get rid of this gear. Yeah. Okay, get rid of this. Discard. Discard. There you go. Just one more Fango and we're done. Alright, okay, let's get out of here. Alright, we're done. That was quick. Ooh, someone's leveling up. I think. Oh, yeah. This will be quick. Oh, we had to do the walk. It's no big deal. Feels really good to enjoy the game now. No need to spend hours and hours of grinding. This is what I've been working on for the last 2 or 3 weeks. I got all of my Disciples of the Land and Disciples of the Hand leveled up to 60 plus. And whenever I see the opportunity to do supply and provisions, I level them up. So when they have a star beside them, I take the opportunity just to quickly do it. So, and as for the jobs themselves, we're going to focus using our main, which is our paladin. We're going to do samurai, rogue, reaper, machinist, archer, dancer, and finally the red mage. Oh, and sage. Those are the jobs I'm going to be focusing on. So you can imagine the number of hours that went into this. So we're doing our archer first. Let's do this. Welcome back, Inio. It would seem you have successfully completed the trial. Thanks a lot. You have proven yourself worthy of a place within these halls. It is with pleasure that I name you an archer of the guild. As fellows of the path, let us together strive for greater mastery of our art. Now, though you may be a member of the Archers Guild, know that your seniors will not cuddle you with personal attention. It is up to you to seek out the experiences you need to grow as an archer. By way of a first step, I encourage you to practice proper technique. Loose arrow after arrow, paying close attention to form until the movement becomes second nature. When drawing your bowstring has become as natural to you as drawing breath, and the world seems clearer when viewed down the shaft of an arrow, return to me. Go well, my young apprentice. We're way ahead of this. And as usual, we got nothing. We're just gonna get this tin piece. Now this is something I did not realize when I started out the game. You could get the gear, but this tin piece, you can sell that to get easy gil. Didn't realize that. So I kind of had a wasted opportunity to do that. Okay, let's do it. Good day to you, Inio. I felt that it was about time you returned. Have you grown more accustomed to the bow? Before we go any further, I wish to ensure that you have grasped the fundamental essence of archery. Tell me, Inio, do you truly understand what it means to see clearly? To see clearly is not merely to look, it is to observe with intent. Fail to do this, and no amount of talent with a bow will avail you. An archer must remain vigilant for any trace of his target, overlooking not the smallest detail lest it prove crucial to the realization of his purpose. He must, in short, see clearly. The coming task will test your powers of observation. A number of targets have been hidden throughout the city. I would have you seek out and destroy them. Each will fall easily to your heavy shot technique. When you have a completed task, return to me, and we will continue. Is it the rule of threes again? I'm kind of used to this at this point. Alright. Alright, so we do have a couple of people we can tell. Honestly, I do not remember most of these most of the names on this friends list here. So it's a good thing I checked my video archives. All right, we got 6 targets to destroy here. Oh, archery butt. Wait a minute. Okay. I hope these are not well hidden. Where's the next one? There's 6 of them. There it is. Interesting. So we got 2 here in the center. This is different compared to when I first started with the gladiator. There's the archery butt. Can I shoot it all the way from here? Nice. Okay, where's the last one? Oh, there it is. Should be one more. Should be one more somewhere in this area. Oh, there it is. There it is. I love how it sparkles, just to make this easier. Okay, we got... Where's the last one? I hope this is not gonna... Oh, there it is. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Okay. So this is level 5. Archer's Guild. Hopefully this will not be too bad. So yeah, we're gonna focus on Archer and Rogue, since we need to get these up to level 50. Don't worry, this won't take long. Ah, you have returned. I trust you have begun to comprehend the crucial importance of seeing clearly. The next trial will test your powers of observation in battle. Travel to the North Shroud, and there put down 8 Micrushes and 8 Opos. In contrast to the inanimate and wholly unthreatening targets of the previous trial, these creatures may be relied upon to move around and fight back. Nor are those the only differences. Being comparatively numerous, Mercuchuses and Opos are anything but difficult to find. And yet, you may be assured that this task will test your powers of observation, albeit in a different manner. This time, you will need to evaluate the abilities of your opponent. In so doing, you will learn, amongst other things, that Microchips produce a poison that can quickly sap one's strength, while Opos, like archers, possess the advantage of range. Knowing their strengths, how will you go about mitigating them? If you commence your attack before identifying an effective strategy, you will soon be made to regret your folly. But if you take your time to observe your targets from afar, you will surely glean the knowledge necessary to defeat them. I look forward to hearing of your success, Minia. So glad we got the flying mount. I've said this so many times, but this is really important. Alright. Ah, yes. There's the Beast Tribe quest, but I haven't touched that in a while. Right now, our job quest is priority tonight. Variety in an MMO like this is important. Alright, here we go. Plenty of stuff to work with. Ah, mid-swarm. Oh yeah, this is easy. I'm dropping these Opos like flies. Oh yeah, these things you need to get rid of. I simply don't need these. Okay, what do we got? Oh, mid-swarm. You know, I'll just kill these mid-swarms. I normally don't do these don't do these logs, but since these are easy, I'm just gonna quickly do them while I'm here. Oh. Oh yeah. This is cakewalk. Okay. A Mittling. Where is a Mittling? Oh, we already got that done. Mid-swarm. One more mid-swarm to kill. That's it. Easy experience points. Alright, let's go to the last one. Okay. Alright, last one. Alright, last one. The Micrushoes. These little buggers. Just a couple more. Oh yeah. Easy. All right. We might do the duty roulette later. Okay. Archer's Guild. Alright, that concludes level 5. Alright, we got it done for you. We got it done. Love the music. Welcome back, young Inil. Tell me, were you able to put your techniques to good use? Absolutely. When faced with an enemy who can attack from a distance, simply raining arrows upon it is a wasteful and dangerous bout. A battle would be not more than a contest of strength. By employing the appropriate technique, however, one may bring down one's foe with greater ease and fewer arrows. For instance, you may choose to prime your weapon well and strike hard, or employ toxins to sap their strength over time. On the assumption that this fact dawned upon you prior to the fall of your 16th target, I congratulate you on passing the trial. Lee, Silver, what is your honest evaluation? Not bad, if you ask me. The adventurer pulls a good bow, and is enthusiastic besides. Oh, thank you. A pleasure to meet you. My name is Lealia Poe, and this is my 2nd year at the guild. It's quite plain that you have talent for the bow, but you must take care to mind your surroundings when you're pursuing a target. I had my eye on you for the duration of your trial, but not once did you notice my presence. Mind your surroundings? That is rich coming from you. Your every movement is wasteful, adventurer. Your back is crooked and your elbows misaligned. It takes you an age to prime your bow, and twice as long to loose an arrow. In summary, you fail on all counts. You have no talent as an archer, none whatsoever. I shall say it plain, Lucien. This man is not fit to wield a bow. For our sake and his, we should revoke his membership. As I've always said, outsiders can scarce be expected to understand. Never mind, master, our noble art. We waste our breath trying to teach his alike. Well, allow me to introduce you to Silver, our comrade at the butts. The fellow was once of the god's quiver, you see, and he could be a little opinionated when it comes to archery. Oh, but you mustn't pay him any heed. He's like that to everyone. I'm getting deja vu right now. You'd be lucky to get much sense out of a fossil-brained, wildwood Elysian like him at the best of times. With them, it's always 12s with this and elementals that. Oh, and no offense intended, Lucian. Untakenly, I know full well that some of my kind can be prideful to excess and intolerant of other races. Although people may behold the same object, ever wills they see different things. There is no right or wrong to it, for it is a question of perspective. What matters is the perspective we choose to adopt. You are possessed of bright eyes, Enio, eyes that bespeak great understanding. They shan't lead you astray, so trust to them and to what they see. Go now and resume your training. I look forward to marking your progress when next we meet. Oh, thank you. Alright. Before we continue, let's get rid of some of our gear. So we got... I did... wait, here we go. Equip that. There you go. Let's do some desynthesis on these things, since we don't need this anymore. We don't need this. Rogue's arm. Oh, okay. There we go. Desynthesis. Alright, do some desynthesis on this. Yeah. Okay. Wait a minute. Rogue. Oh, we haven't reached the right level yet to do the right gear yet. Alright, that's okay. But we got the right gear now for our archer, though. We got the right gear. So we got the level 49. I already got all my gear ahead of time, so we don't have to worry about this later. We can probably get rid of this later. Let's continue. So now we got level 10. Again, we're gonna get these bronze pieces and sell them later. It pleases me to see how you have grown as an archer. Plainly, you have taken my counsel to heart and learned to see with your own eyes. I would now have you discover what it means to behold things from a different standpoint. You will recall Lealiapo, your senior in the guild. I have given you over to her care for this lesson. Speak with her and do as she bids. Oh. I've been expecting you. Inio, shall we get on with it then? First, a quick review. Remember how the Bowmaster had you seek out and destroy targets hidden throughout the city? Well, I would have you do the same. This time, however, you will need to venture outside the gates. I'm sure you've realized this by now, but there is no guarantee of safety within the Heavensward. As you search, you should take care to mind your surroundings. You won't have the luxury of focusing solely on your quarry this time. You'll have to keep your eyes peeled for potential threats as well. That said, your objective is to destroy the targets alone. We got our companion. So, avoid unnecessary combat and maintain a safe distance from any hostile creatures you encounter. Should you come under attack, take to your heels, risking direct confrontation only if you can't outrun your pursuers. The targets are hidden in the central shroud. As before, use the heavy shot technique to destroy each one with a single arrow. Go well, Inyo. Not too bad. All right. Okay, so find 3 targets. Find 6 targets in the area. Wait a minute, there it is. Oh, there is another one. All right, where's the next one? Oh, there it is. All right, okay. Little bit of a target hunt. Where is it? Oh. We got our... oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 2 more. Oh, 2 targets over here. Should be a target. Did I see a target over here? Oh, no. There's the last one. Oh, whoops. Whoops. All right. Let's go back. There it is. Archer's Guild. Okay, we got it done, Lee. Well, you made short work of those targets, I must say. It seems you've learned to seek your prey without being preyed upon. Let's continue then. I have a mind to give you more practical experience, and we received a request just recently which I think will provide the perfect opportunity. It seems tree slugs and vultures have been congregating in ever-increasing numbers in the vicinity of the honey yard, causing no end of trouble for the locals. We have been tasked with calling the beasts. This request comes direct from Steelglade Fane. When the Wood Whalers and the Guad's Quiver cannot spare the forces to attend to such matters, the conjurers often turn to us for help. And before you ask, there's good reason why they would rather not see to this particular task themselves. The creatures in question possess abilities which can cause problems for the magically inclined. But that's quite enough about conjurers' troubles. Lucienne taught you how to discern an enemy's key traits, did she not? Well, now you'll need to do so while maintaining situational awareness, lest you be overrun. Consider this a comprehensive review of our lessons and mine own. Your orders are as follows. Head out into the East Shroud, and there put down 8 tree slugs and 8 vultures, using all of the skills you have acquired thus far. Good hunting, Hideo! Just like the gladiator job, the story hopefully gets more interesting. And it does. Still, this map UI is a little weird, but I've gotten used to it at this point. Oh yeah, this is easy. Next. Oh. Slug. Free slug. Get rid of this. Vultures. One last thing. Do a quick fate. Why not? Ooh. Oh yeah. One more imp. Oh. Oh, we left the area. Oh, let's try it again. Swear, we did not leave the area. There we go. One more should do it. Oh, actually one more. One more will do. That's it. Easy. One last. Now take care of these vultures. I don't know if this game has an option. I don't know if this game has a setting in the options menu where you don't have to pick up anything. It's just disable auto pickups. I don't know. I have to look it up. Okay, just 3 more. Feels so satisfying to one-shot these enemies. Okay, where's the last one? Should be one more around here. Should be one more. Nope. Looks like we have to wait for the enemies to respawn. Just need to wait. Just need to wait a little bit. Nope. Just need to get one more. How you guys doing, by the way? It's really great to see y'all live again. Vulture, 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 vulture. Please not be top. I really hope this is not going to be too long. Just one vulture. Just one. We only need one. Just one. Oh, there it is. That's it. Whew, satisfying. All right. Okay, let's do it. All right, we finished your training, Lee. Piece of cake. Judging by your smug expression, I'd say you've acquired a feel for maneuvering to exploit enemy weaknesses whilst covering your own. How could you tell? Vultures are wont to keep their opponents at wing's length, and their attacks will send you flying. The solution to this is simple. Maneuver to the rear. Tree slugs, on the other hand, have an annoying knack of disrupting spellcasting with their secretions. As such, you would do well to keep the creatures away from any mages in your party. Needless to say, good positioning is the key to success in battle, which is why it is absolutely essential that you know your target's traits. The knowing of these traits is a fundamental part of hunting. Before the Keepers of the Moon conceived of archery, they dwelt not in the city, but the forest. For my people, hunting was a way of life. In hindsight, I suppose this was more a lesson on hunting than on archery. Still, Lucienne knows well my past. Mayhap that was her intent. Hunting, too, is an art. Before I came to Granadia, I never gave it much thought. But the more I think of home, the more I begin to realize... Forgive me. I'm not given to fits of sentiment. Truly, forget I said anything. Do not forget that a hunter must recognize his prey's weakness and strike swiftly when the opportunity presents itself. That concludes the lesson. Now I suggest you pay Lucienne a visit right behind you. She is doubtless eager to hear from you. It is good to see you, Inio. I hope you have learned much from Lee. You, adventurer, is it true? Are you the one who slew the tree slugs and vultures? Yes. How dare she entrust the security of our people to the hands of a stranger? I knew Mikote were reckless, but she is downright irresponsible. Shame on her. Did I not warn you that it was folly to suffer that woman's presence in our guild, Lucienne? Every time she wastes an arrow on game, she drags our noble art back into the darkness. And this boy too. He is an embarrassment to us all. That is quite enough, Silver. Your skill with the bow is undeniable, as is your love for our nation. Yet there is much and more you have yet to learn about archery. Inio has matured greatly in the short time that he has been with us. You know this to be true. I suggest you come to terms with Inio's presence here. You will be giving him his next lesson, after all. Unless, of course, you have any objections. Good. As for you, Inio, I would have you devote yourself wholly to training ahead of your lesson with Silver. Suffice it to say, he will not be an easy instructor to impress. On that, we can agree. Oh, know, you always have those types in a guild, don't they? There we go, the Repelling Shot. Our first new ability that we get to learn. Welcome back, Enio. I trust you have been keeping your nose to the grindstone. As I mentioned when last we spoke, you will train under Silver's tutelage today. Put aside your misgivings and avail yourself of his wealth of experience. Go now, present yourself before him. Okay, let's do some desynthesis on this. There we go. All right, Silver. I see it was too much to hope that you would not return. The others believe that you have potential, but I'm not so easily convinced. Like so many adventurers, you have not the faintest inkling of what it means to be an archer. And how could you? Archery is the proud tradition of the Wildwood Elezen. The essence of this art, to read one's enemy, has been instilled in us over centuries. In that time, we have defended this great nation against every imaginable foe, granting us insight which you will never possess. Can you recognize the subtle signs that betray a coming action? No. Can you accurately predict an opponent's movement? No. Can you glean your foe's intentions at a glance? No. And can such things be learned by one who knows nothing of our traditions? No. It is only out of respect for Lucien that I have agreed to teach you. Go to the East Shroud and seek out the targets hidden there. But do not presume this will be as easy as before. As I told you, the ability to read one's enemies is fundamental to archery. Yet the trials set by my colleagues did not require you to do this. Mine will. The targets you seek have been hidden, and I do mean hidden. In the midst of a region rife with savage beasts, they will play the part of your enemies. In the unlikely event that you spy a target, your limited range will necessitate that you slip past its bestial guardians prior to taking aim, a feat I consider beyond you. Was that a frown? Perhaps you are thinking that the Mikote set you a similar task? You are wrong. She asked merely to consider where your foes are. I demand that you discern precisely where they will be. How, then, will you go about this? Observe them closely and discern their characteristics. Learn to read their movements and recognize patterns in their behavior. If it has eyes, let it not see you. If it has ears, let it not hear you. Be neither where it is nor where it means to be, and thereby pass unnoticed. But enough talk. Whether or not you heed my counsel is your decision. I will shed no tears should you fail. Oh, welcome back, Johan. I hope you're doing alright where you are. So, Johan, I've said this before. I'm trying my best not to sound so flat when I read these things out loud. That's one of the things that's one of the hardest lessons I had to continue to abide by. So, the story will continue, but just for fun, I'm going to be doing these job quests. So basically, there are different ways to fight in this game. So Gladiator, aka Paladin, is still my main, but just to keep things refreshing, I will have other options just in case. Oh, there it is. The rules of 6 again. We had to find these targets. Oh, yes. Speaking of which, I made the text on the Twitch chat much smaller than before. So. MT? What do you mean by MT? Alright, what next? Okay, let's do another one. Another one? Thankfully, we don't have to worry about these enemies. Oh, I still play the main tank, but I'm doing other job quests right now. But, I'm doing other things now. So I'm playing an archer right now, which eventually turns into a bard. We'll do a machinist, where you get to fire a gun. And we're going to be doing rogue, which turns into a ninja, samurai, and the red mage. We'll get these done first, before we go with the main story. Oh, you get a soul, you get a gem. You get a soul crystal. It arrives at level 30. It arrives at level 30. But if you look at the top of my screen, I've already reached level 49. Okay, one more target. One more target. Alright, where's the last target? Oh, there it is. Can I be on top of this thing? Oh yeah. Easy peasy. And now we just go back the way we came. Just like that. So you don't have to watch me grind for the gear. I already got them all ready to go. We already are playing DPS already. This is a DPS class. So this is DPS. The DPS has a much worse queue, but it apparently has gotten better over the years. Yes. Here's the menu. Anything red is DPS. There's melee, physical, and magical ranged DPS. So I have basically play one of each. At least one of each now. In this game, Archer, aka Bard, is a DPS. Alright, Silver, we got your task done. So, you have returned. A passable performance for our adventure. But the bare minimum for any archer. I carry with me generations of Wildwood tradition. A tradition built upon the bones of the many outsiders who tried to take what is ours. It was my ancestors who first learned to conceal their presence and fight from the shadows. To hold the enemy at a distance to protect the weak. All of it. Everything was. This is a waste of time. You cannot understand. But if you are so intent upon following in the footsteps of my people, I bid you go to the North Shroud. XLE scouts have been sighted near the river west of Itat's Spire. And, unless you are entirely ignorant of Grenadian history, I need not explain that this act of aggression is part of a centuries-old conflict. The minions do not matter. It is their leader, Nizul Catlan the Violator, who must fall. He commands the scouts and will be well guarded, yet he stands upon hostile ground with birdmen and not walls for protection. If you are diligent and determined, you can slip through their defenses and slay their leader. This is the art of the Grenadian archer. Embrace the wisdom I have bestowed upon you, and the fight will be short. If you see the deed done, adventurer, I will take it as proof of your commitment to us, and labor no more to drive you from the guild. Now go. Imagine doing this story quest when you can't fly yet. This will be easy. So I've learned a lot on playing this game since I was gone. So we had to defeat this character. Yes. Yes, Johan. I remember seeing a Reddit post when you do all the side quests first before you do the main one. I remember that so well. Oh, we get an instance battle here. This is an instance battle. Level 19. We are more than qualified for this. Where is Nizzle? Oh, you have to go through these waves and waves of minions. Invisible wall. How slick am I to go through all of that? I have one AoE, which is this quick knock. That's the only AoE attack I have. There we go. Here we go. This is the only AoE attack that I have. Yep, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just rotating to avoid getting taken damage. This is easy. I'm repeating the same strategy from Doom. All you do is circle strafe around the enemy and they can't get you. That was easy. Yeah, this attack that I did is called the Quick Knock. Delivers an attack with a potency of 110 to all enemies in a cone before you. So we go back to Silver. That was surprisingly easy, and we had an NPC to help us out. I thought it was going to be an attack where you had to stay stationary, but thankfully we didn't have. But thankfully we can move while doing that. Pretty slick. I might do all the jobs eventually, but that's going to take way too much time. Way too much time. But I'm pretty happy with these ones that I have selected. So here we go. So, Johan, you're in for a treat because we're going to be doing Archer, Machinist, Rogue, Samurai, and the Red Mage. We're going to do all these first before going back to the MSQs. Even now, I struggle to credit the Sentry's reports. Yet here you are, and Nizzle, Katla, and the Violator is no more. That a god's damned adventure should be so. Only by the grace of Nemea herself could you have survived. But even though it was pure luck, I will keep my word. Inu, should you stay or should you go? I care not. You have completed the task and are no longer my responsibility. Go now to Lucienne. She will doubtless wish to lavish you with praise. Oh, you'll get no more from me. Off with you. Ooh, Silver Contrails, welcome back. Silver Contrails, I haven't talked to you in a while. It's great to see you again. Yeah, I don't know how much you were watching, Silver, but I have learned quite a bit, Silver. For the last 2 or 3 weeks, I've been leveling up a lot of these classes. So my main is my Paladin. I've just been doing duty roulettes for the last 2 or 3 weeks. No worries, Silver. I understand. I'm giving you that short summary what I've been happening, Silver. So I finally finished with all of my YouTube video editing. I released a new YouTube video just today. Actually, you know what? I forgot Wait a minute, I forgot. I forgot to edit the new link. I need to go to the Streamlabs bot right now just to quickly update the post. And one of the hardest lessons I still continue to remember is to sound enthusiastic. I don't want to sound flat whenever I play with you guys when I play with you guys live. I'm gonna go to the timer, and I go to the newest YouTube video. I have a couple of videos that I can't wait to show you, Silver. Again, this took me time to go through, but I'm very happy to have got them done. Silver Contrail. Oh no, you're not Silver Contrails. I don't remember all the names from the list here, but I did write them down. So joking around. Yeah, there's one Final Fantasy video that's called Joking Around. Yep. I'm gonna write down the shareable link here. Hold on a second. I'm gonna update the post right now. Hold on. All right, I'm back. So, yeah, Silver, I'm back. No worries, Johan. I know you got class. No worries. Thank you for dropping in, Johan. You're always welcome to welcome back anytime. So, yeah, Silver, like I said, I'm going to be going through all of the DPS classes. Actually, no, not all. I'm going to level up the Archer, Machinist. Actually, no, scratch that. I'm doing the job quest for the Archer, Machinist, a Rogue, Samurai, Reaper, and Red Mage. Actually, no, Reaper's already 70, so I don't have to worry about that. And I got all of the Disciples of the Hand and Disciples of the Land levels maxed out to 60. So in other words, I don't have to touch any of these at all until Heavensward is complete. I'm basically one of those players that completed the side quest before doing the main quest. Yeah, you took the words right off my mouth, Silver. I leveled all of these up ahead of time. I spent the time to get them all to 60, and I haven't finished Heavensward yet. So I don't have to worry about touching these for a while. So I get to have fun with Disciples of... Wait a minute. Disciples of War and Disciples of Magic. Oh, yeah. And yeah, it's really refreshing. All right, Lucian, what do you got to say? I'm given to understand that you single-handedly drove off an Ixali scouting party, and that you did so with precision and guile. How exactly was that training, Lucian? And he was just an adventurer. Silver thrust him into the jaws of the enemy in the hope that he wouldn't come back. And when, against all expectation, he did come back, that stubborn ass still refused to acknowledge his skill. Is that truly your impression? Well, yes, he said it was pure luck. Mere noise. Silver sees in you skill, of that I have no doubt. Did you not mark the way he covered his mouth when he uttered the words? It is a habit of his to do so on those occasions when his tongue and his heart are in disagreement. For all his skill at reading the idiosyncrasies of others, he has yet to recognize his own. Impressive work, Inio. You have applied yourself to Lee and Silver's lessons and demonstrated your command of the core concepts. You are now an archer in your own right. Allow me to teach you something to commemorate this accomplishment. Repelling Shot is an advanced technique that enables an archer to evade attacks whilst continuing to fire upon his opponent. Used wisely, it can grant you a brief respite in the heat of battle. I have faith that with regular practice, you will learn how best to employ it to your advantage. Remember your senior's lesson as you strive for true mastery. Love it. And Silver, I don't have to worry about grinding the gear because I already got them done ahead of time. Oh yeah, the dark matter gear? I don't have that yet, but I won't worry about it right now though. And oh, speaking of crafting, there is an NPC on Mordona. I already got the recipes. I got the master recipes 1 and 2, and other master's recipes done already. I got all of this done already. So apparently these other recipes unlock later, but I'm all caught up, thankfully. So, oh yeah, this Demi Materia gear, that's another thing. That's from the recipes also. So I got them all done. I'm not a complete completionist, but I just love to be at top of things. Oh yeah. Yeah, I just realized now. Remember that Zodiac Relic quest that I talked to you about a couple of times? Apparently to craft some of the things, you need to have these recipe books in hand. Oh, the script vendors. Oh, I have to look that up. Yeah, these recipes 3 and 4, I think they'll unlock later, eventually. Let me move this here. Okay. Move that there a little bit. Okay, we're good. Old Grenada. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, actually, we can do that. Probably, I can check that out later. Because right now, we still got to go through the guild quest here. Okay, we got a level 20 to do. Okay. Actually, no, hold on. Okay, let's do some desynthesis. This is another thing that I've learned. Ooh, we get another challenge completed. Easy Gill. Can I get rid of this? Alright. So, I've already got level 40 gear already ready to go. So you don't have to watch me grind for this at all. I'm saving you the time. Alright, let's do the next one. Bronze piece. You come at a good time, Enio. I have a task for you. A petition has arrived from the proprietor of Buscaron's Drooters out in the South Shroud. The petitioner, Buscaron himself, has requested our assistance in dealing with a gang of poachers. I would have the 3 of you meet with him and investigate his claims. The 3 of us? You mean Enio, myself, and... It would be better if I went alone, Lucien. The Mikotiand, the other one, will only encumber me. No, Silver, you will go as 3. Also, it is past time you recognized Enio as a fellow archer. I will not. I have held my tongue on the matter of his continued presence here, but I will bend no further. Who in the 7 hells do you think you are, Bowlord Lewin? In case you have forgotten, you aren't even a Quiverman anymore. That may be, but I have shed blood defending our borders. Unlike you, savage. Savage? You know nothing about me, you bigoted son of a... Enough! But one more word and you shall have cause to regret your petulance. The 3 of you will go to Buscaron's Drooters in the South Shroud. Now out of my sight. Oh. I've learned to be more expressive. Oh, hi, Vil. Hi, Vilcry. So, Silver, you've come to join me. Tag along with me. Oh, before I do, let me be a bit selfish once. I just love to do that. Okay, where's Buscaron? Okay, let's go to the quarry mill. You're more than welcome to tag along. Let's do this. I love it when this game brings us cutscenes and I get to be a little bit more expressive. Honestly, when I first started playing this game, I was very flat. I did not express it as much as I used to. But I've learned. Alright, so we have to speak with Buscara. No worries, Silver. I'm gonna be going with these job quests for the next while, so... Or you're more than welcome to listen to my voice. Oh. Sometimes Twitch can be a bit laggy. I don't know. I got my settings all set up just fine, but I guess it depends where you are, because I noticed that issue happens sometimes. Okay. All right. You should have an option to lower the quality of the feed. Yeah. I'm not sure if lowering the quality will make it any better. But anyway, Buscaron, we meet again, Buscaron. I remember you from the MSQs. Ah, you lot must be from the Archers Guild. Welcome, friends. Now, as your guildmaster will have said, I put in a request for some keen-eyed archers to help me track down a gang of poachers that have been plaguing these parts. If I may, it is not uncommon to find poachers in this region. While regrettable, neither the God's Quiver nor the Wood Whalers deem them worthy of attention. Why then did you imagine them worthy of ours? 'Cause these ain't no common poachers. They were Pawa Majuk's gang. They say she and hers are always moving, staying one step ahead. But I reckon she's hiding out there, out here somewhere. Thing is, I can't just send my people out searching. I made a pact with the Red Belly Bandits. See? We stay out of their territory, and they don't make no trouble at the Drooters. That being so, if I summoned the masked ranks of the Whalers and the Quivermen, all seven hells would swiftly break loose. Assuming they thought the matter worthy of their attention, of course. Needless to say, that's not an option. As luck would have it, I've got 3 keen-eyed archers to take care of things instead. And all without raising no alarms. We understand. You may leave the matter to us. Lee, in here. Split up and scour the area for any sign of the poachers. Should you discover anything, return here and wait. We will reconvene to compare our findings here along. Go. You still don't like us. These NPC really doesn't like us. Very judgmental. Poacher's arrow. Empty mead bottles. And they actually put the objects there. Love it. Okay. Where is... There's the last one. Iron leg trap. Oh, I didn't realize the mount can get this big in this game. It's very cute. Oh yeah, walking in the front door like that, no problem. Where is Lee? Wait, where is Lee? Did I miss them? Where are they? Where are they? Oh, destination. An iron leg trap and a poacher's arrow. These are both evidence of illegal activity, but nothing that will help us find Pawa. And these mead bottles are about old refuse. From before the Druthers was even built, they have no connection to the gang. What do you know of this Pawa woman, Silver? I know that she is the most infamous poacher ever to walk the Twelveswood. A born leader, deadly with a bow, she formed her own gang of Mikoti hunters. She was apprehended once, and would have been brought to justice had she not tricked a foolish young sentry into releasing her, before vanishing without a trace. Is that so? In any case, we've scoured the area and found nothing. How do we know that this Pawa was ever even here? I say we inform the gods Quiver and the Wood Whalers, taking care not to implicate Buscaron, and leave the rest to them. This doesn't concern the Archers Guild. It concerns Grenadia, Lee. Mujuk is a savage and utterly immoral poacher whose actions, however indirectly, threaten the city's well-being. But what would a vagrant like you know of duties to one's homeland? No more than he, I suspect. How dare you? And you, Inio, say something. Now is not the time for this. Very well. We will return to the matter at hand. Perhaps we should take a second look at the clues we have gathered. Look all you want. Though the trap and the arrow we found suggest poaching, there is nothing remotely unusual about them. What do you think we should examine, Inio? The poacher's arrow. We know that this is a poacher's arrow. Beyond that, it tells us nothing. The iron leg trap. This trap is a common tool used for hunting beasts. Such devices do not distinguish between friend and foe, and have been the cause of much tragedy for both man and chocobo. Grenadian hunters would never stoop so low. Poachers, meanwhile, are wont to litter the forest floor with these accursed things. That said, I see nothing here that will lead us to Pawa. The empty mead bottles. Why are you still carrying that rubbish? I told you, those bottles predate the Druters. They have no connection with this matter. What if these bottles are so old? Why do they retain the scent of mead? They must surely have been opened recently. Wait. Before the calamity, Buscaron once served as a sentry. Yet even then, he sometimes spoke of owning his own tavern. And it was an open secret that he was brewing his own private stock. If some survived... Of course! Buscaron's scar, his old lookout post. It may not be Pawa Mujuk, but we must investigate at once. Ooh. Not that far away. I love doing this every time. Ah, an instance battle. Here we go. Any signs? Look, the ground is covered in Mikoti footprints. These tracks are fresh, very fresh. I'll wager the bandits were alerted to our coming and fled. Else they're hiding near... Take cover! Eh? And there I was thinking we'd caught ourselves some of the meddling bloody masqueraders. Not that I'm complaining. Hiding your face is downright bloody rude when you ain't been introduced. Speaking of ill manners, don't you know I ain't decent to barge your way into a lady's bedchamber without knocking? You would lecture us on manners? Truly, I have heard it all. They have us outnumbered. We had best split up. The leader's mine. I'll try to isolate her from her litter. Silver, you know, the rest I leave to you two. As you will. If only it could turn into a tank right now. Where's the rest? Is there any more? Ah, let's defeat them all. Whoops, wrong key. I was so used to this. Oh, I can take you all. I think I'm being too cocky right now, but we can take them all. We can take them all. We got you all. Whoops. Still used to this key. I came prepared. I came prepared, my fellow Kurokal claws. Any more? That wasn't too bad. Was that the last of them? Have you seen Alyapo? With me, you know. Ooh. Tisk tisk. That was a piss poor showing, sister. And you call yourself a keeper? A hunter with no fangs ain't nothing but prey. No! Ah, bugger. Looks like playtime's over. Be seeing ya, sister. So it was Pawa Mujuk after all. Niskara must be informed. Pawa Mujuk. I was no match for her. I can relate to that. What do we got? Seven hells! They were at my old post? And they drank my old mead? That stings most of all. Well, this past time the proper authorities were informed. I'll send messengers to the Wood Whalers and God's Quiver. The Red Belly Bandits won't like it one bit. But I'll see they're told exactly who the military is after. I only hope it'll be enough. Of course, Pawa Mujuk's no fool. Now she knows she's been spotted. She'll break camp and be long gone by the time the next bell sounds. And the trail won't stay fresh long, neither. Anyway, you've done me a great kindness, friends. Tell Lucienne I appreciate the help. That wasn't too bad. Okay. That wasn't too bad. Alright. Alright. Welcome back, Inyo. Silver tells me that you encounter Pawa Mujuk. No Gregrandian could fail to recognize that name. So oft has it been spoken, and with such bitterness. I fear we lack the strength to face her ourselves. This is a matter for the God's Quiver and Wood Whalers. That you confronted her and survived is a testament to your growing mastery of our art. And I was surprised to note that Lee and Silver were not at loggerheads upon their return. I presume you owe this unnatural state of affairs to your calming influence. No? Modest to the last. Truly, your every deed bespeaks a clarity of vision far beyond your years. I implore you to share that perspective with your peers and help them to grow into better, wiser archers. As you go forth and temper your skills in battle, know that we always look forward to your return. Okay, so far it's interesting. Alright, I'm not sure if we'll meet that same character again, but it's interesting. Wait a minute, a crow feather. We don't need that. We don't need that. 25. Inyo, I'd hoped you would come. You may be able to help. I am concerned about Lee and Silver. They show signs of losing perspective and, well, maybe it is best you see for yourself. I cannot help but feel that both would benefit from your counsel. Consider this a personal request, Inyo. Oh, gods. Did Lucienne send you to pester me by any chance? This is hardly her concern. It is most definitely not yours. If you must know, I've decided to leave the guild. I mean to track down Pawa Mujuk and finish what we started. The gods Quiver and Woodweller seem content to ignore our warnings, but I will not let her escape again. I already made that mistake once, and it cost me my place in the gods Quiver. I, the foolish young sentry of whom I once spoke, he was me. We had her, there was no escape. But then she began to wail about a wounded comrade, one who would surely die without our help. She looked me straight in the eye and begged. And I blinked. I failed to see, though, through the most elementary ruse. I failed Grenadier and the gods Quiver. And while that can never be forgiven, mayhap I can reclaim a measure of honor by stopping her. But a wanderer like you will not understand what it means to betray your people. Worry not. I do not intend to leave just yet. I will continue to gather information until I am certain of Mujuk's whereabouts. Make no mistake, though. It is only a matter of time. Now run along, will you? Oh, and if you're so concerned about your fellow guildmates, you should attend to that moping Mikuti. The sight of her shuffling around while staring at her feet is bad for morale. Not that it matters to me. Jerk. Oh, it's you. Tell me, do you ever think about home? Do you ever wish you could go back? Mine was just another poor village in the Twelveswood. The fields were more stone than soil, and merchants hardly ever bothered to visit. We didn't have a lot, but we didn't need it. And then the calamity came. I remember running, and the screams. It was so loud. So unbearably loud. And then I was here, in a strange city, surrounded by more people than I'd ever seen. And I didn't know any of them. But I knew how to hunt. I was always good at hunting, and the guild gave me a place to get better. At least I thought I had gone better. Power Mujuk, she was so much more. I've been thinking, that maybe this is a sign. Maybe Silver is right, and this guild, this city, is no place for an outsider like me. And so, I've decided to leave. I'm glad to have known you, even if it was only for a short while. Forgive me if this is too selfish a request, but before I go, I would like to meet with you one last time. Alone, in the South Shroud. These Grenadians would not understand. The world can seem clearer when viewed down an arrow shaft, but an archer must think of more than just the target. Oh boy. No, don't hurt him. And there I was, thinking you might accept my kind invitation. I don't recall inviting him, though. It is rude to presume, Sonny, and I do so hate rudeness. Wait, it's not his fault, it's mine. I invited him. He's a member of the Archers Guild, like me, and he's not Grenadian. I do begin to recall his face. Aye, knows how to hold a bow, that one. Well, He ain't the typical recruit, but I reckon I might be willing to make an exception. No, it's not like that. I just wanted to say goodbye. Enio, ever since I met Paua, I've been at a loss. But I realize now that my place isn't at the guild, with the Grenadians. They'll never accept me. This is where I belong, with my people, carrying on our traditions, our archery, not Grenadiers. That's all I have left, so I'm going with Paua. Maybe you don't understand now, but just promise me you won't tell Lucienne or Silver. As you wish. Made your peace with your little friend, have ye? Right then, let's get on with it. Shoot the bastard! No! I'd like to see you all try. Ain't no love lost twixt ye and the guild, is there? Then what's the problem with feathering a bloody venture? No bugger'll miss him. I'll miss him, alright? So just stop. Dear me. And I had such high hopes for you, Miss Saliapo. Waste of bloody time. A keeper that's what's lost her nerves about as much as used to me as a glass bow. But there's no sport in killing captured prey. Huck, I better not see neither ye again. 'Cause if I do, I'll show you what happens to prey what's daft enough to get caught twice. Away, sisters! Away! How do you do it, Enio? How do you live in this place with these people? And why do you even bother? What have they ever given you besides scorn? Well, what do you see in them, Enio? Even though you joined the guild after I did, you've come so far so quickly. Maybe you've even surpassed me. I have to know how you've done it. I have to know what it is that I'm doing wrong. And there's only one way I can think of to find out. Meet me at the Bannock. This is... Well, the story here is getting interesting, I have to say. What? Oh. Let's go ahead and kill these white sprites. How many of these things we gotta kill? Okay. I don't normally do these, but since I'm in the area, why not? There you are. One more will do. Just like that. Easy. So. Ooh, instance battle. This is gonna be interesting. Shall we begin, Enio? Then defend yourself. Show me what these people have taught you. Okay. Oh yeah, this is not too bad. Oh yeah. Ay. Was that necessary? It's so it's so simple. You have opened your eyes. A look beyond your master's faults. You've accepted their teachings and taken them to heart. Even Sauveur, for all his bigotry, wishes only to preserve his traditions. I lost sight of everyone else's struggles and became obsessed with mine own. I was so afraid to let go of my cherished notion of archery, my family's notion, and learn another way. I didn't want to betray them or dishonor their memory. But I have a family here too. A family that sees the wider world and is willing to show me how blinkered I have become. As archers, we train our eyes and minds to be unforgiving, to defy any attempt at concealment, and discern the naked truth. It is little wonder, then, that I have neglected to look inside myself until now. Though unquestionably worthwhile, I have found the experience rather excruciating. Thank you. Inio, I know now that I belong at the guild, together with you and Lucien. And yes, even that bloody Wildwood, God help me, I think I might actually miss him. Where did she go? I want to give her a head pat. No? No. Touching. Hope you guys will enjoy my performance. I'm not a professional voice actor, but I still try. I'll try not to make these sound flat for you guys. I've learned quite a bit. I'm not afraid to take risks. Okay. Okay, what do we got? There you are, Lee. How are you doing? Wait, let's make a little closer. Nope. Little closer. Little closer. Oh, now that is touching. Welcome home, Inio. You need not say a word. One look at Lee's eyes was enough. Thank you for returning her. Thank you for returning her to us. When we focus on a single goal and pursue it with passion and fervor, it becomes easy to lose sight of what else lies before us. With your skill and vision, Inio, you can help your fellow archers to look beyond themselves and remember their comrades. I hope I can count on your support in the future. Oh, we got another piece. There we go. Okay. Let's do some desynthesis. Ooh, we got some more Demi-Man materia. I think that will come useful later in the game. Alright. Ooh, level 30! Finally! We get a wind bite. Ooh, this should be interesting. Thank the gods you've come, Inio. Perhaps you can talk some sense into this stubborn fool. Calm yourself, Silverhair. At least let us petition the Order of the Twin Outer Four. There is no time, Lucian. Power would be long gone before their forces had even assembled. Alone, I can move more swiftly. I take these poachers by surprise and force them to divulge her location. Clearly, this guy has not watched any slasher films. We understand how you feel, Silver, but this is too reckless. At least permit Ini and me to accompany you. You? The adventurer and the savage? You cannot comprehend. You cannot understand. Silver, but I do understand. I know what it means to take pride in your home, to want more than anything to protect it, and to be consumed by guilt when you cannot. I see what you're going through, Silver, and I understand. This guild taught me to open my eyes and see clearly. I beg you, Silver, open yours. You have friends here, ready to fight. You have us. I have never considered you my friends. Do not follow me. Well, his lying certainly hasn't improved. If he honestly thinks he's doing us a favor by forbidding us from getting involved, he's an even bigger fool than I imagined. Come, Inio, to the South Shroud. Do we get the Soul Crystal at this quest, or is it later? I don't know. Okay, let's go. Quarry mail time. Okay. Where is this place? Oh, there you go. Instant battle already. Love it. Wait. Let me guess. Let me guess. He's already in trouble. Well, this is unfortunate. So there. Lee. Inio, I told you not to follow me. I neither need nor want. Don't take me for a fool. You cannot conceal the truth from this archer's eye. Inio, the others are almost upon us. We must make our stand here and protect Silver. Oh, more. Oh, wrong key again. Whoops. Oh, yeah. Oh, come here. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I told you I do not need or want your assistance. Quite why you have deluded yourselves into thinking. You're the one who is deluded, thinking you could deceive us, even when a blind man could see that you cover your mouth every time you tell a lie. Observe with intent, overlooking not the smallest detail. Discern your subject's unique characteristics, and recognize patterns in their behavior. I learned these things from Lucian, and from you. And I'll be damned if I'm going to watch you get yourself killed. There's still so much I don't know about Grenadier and Wildwood archery. So much that I need you to teach me. I suppose fixing your form is the least I can do. Why, you? Power's gang is already on the move. We have but one chance to catch them. Poachers throughout the Twelves would use bone whistles like this one to communicate. With it, I believe we can lure Power out of hiding, assuming she has not moved on. So that's why you came to Taker's Rot, for this gang's whistle. Inio, if you're determined to help me, I have a task for you. Power was last seen near Izomhar. To the east of the camp, through a hollow tree trunk, is a clearing where two streams meet, and Fs are wont to congregate. We will lay our trap there, and you will be the bait. Do not fear, Inio. I swear on my honor as a Grenadian archer that no harm will come to you. Okay. There we go. Interesting. Okay. What do we got? Another one. All right. Pollux. I knew I should have trusted me gut. Some blokes just can't take a hint. I do hope you will forgive my forwardness, madam. No, sir, this most flattering. Wouldn't ye agree, sisters? Why don't we show our gallant Wildwood admirer and his mates just how much we appreciate their attentions? I hope ye like it rough, darling. I like to see you try. And that leaves you. Oh, this isn't too bad. Oh yeah. I think I got this. Oh, a nice music, by the way, got playing on this quest. I wish I could turn into a gladiator right now. Any last words, Pawa? What's your last word, Pawa? And I thought you only had eyes for me. Ouch. I see what you did there, game. I can't. I won't. What do you got? Did you see it, Inio? A perfect shot. Lucian must hear of this. Let's hurry back to Grenadier at once. Did you learn nothing from my lesson? Your style is far removed from proper wildwood technique. Still, you acquitted yourself well enough, I suppose. I will see to Pawa. Should she try to escape, she will find me far less sympathetic than the last time. Okay. Whoops. Alright. Took us an hour just to get to level 30 doing the story quest. Not complaining. Like, I'm not sure if this is considered the best story when it comes to the class quest, but honestly, they're enjoyable. I'm relieved to see you again, Inio. Had the three of you not been united in your purpose, Pawamujuk would still be free, and one or more of you would surely be dead. I am so proud of you, Inio. Not only have you mastered our teachings, but you have also helped your guildmates regain the perspective that they had lost. For showing such compassion to your peers, I wish to teach you a new technique, Windbite. With Windbite, you can bring the power of the very air around you to bear against your opponents, and they will suffer on long after you've knocked your next arrow. It will serve you well in battle, I am certain. All archers walk the same path, Inio. towards improvement and discovery. As long as you have the vision to see the path ahead, you will continue to mature and excel. Yet we all grow weary and lose direction in time. When this befalls you, I have no doubt but that you will find your way back to us. Trust in your eyes, Inio. They will never lead you astray. Silver piece. Okay. Synthesis, desynthesis. Yeah. Alright, let's move these things a bit further. Okay, this is level 30. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I think that's good. The soul, oh, the mage's ballad and the soul of the bard. This is what I had been waiting for. Well met, Inio. With that, we had the time for banter, but we're all up in arms here. Yet another Ixali dirigible has been spotted over the Twellswood, you see. Their reappearance calls to my mind the Battle of Griffin Crossing. Well, I say battle. Most are agreed that massacre would be rather more apt. The Ixal dealt us a crushing defeat that day. Right around this time of year, it was more than 2 decades past. A humiliating episode in our history, to be sure, but heavens forbid that we ever forget it. Failure is the finest, if not the kindest of teachers, and few things drive a man better than its sting. But let's speak of cheerier matters. Mayhap you've already heard, but a renowned archer has recently returned to the Twellswood, the one they call the God's Bow. That's just a title, of course. His birth name is Jehantel, and he was once of the God's Quiver. The man was a legend even then, and there was no honor greater than being taken under his tutelage. But that's not all there is to him, mind you. Jehantel was also a skilled bard, one of the rare few capable of inspiring others to great feats through song. Upon learning that the God's Bow had returned, dozens of us flocked to him in hopes of training under a legend, yours truly included. Alas, the meetings haven't unfolded quite as we had hoped. Jehantel has refused to teach and every suitor that has approached him thus far. Though it should be mentioned that the topics he is reluctant to instruct us in do not include poetry and song. He seems exceedingly keen to teach us all about them. Some few of us were tempted to take up on the offer, save that we have a nation to defend. Far be it from my intent to belittle all those bards out there, but I like my chances rather better charging into battle with a quiver than a harp. And here we were hoping that transcendent mastery of the bow might be ours. But the sparkle in your eyes, I'd wager you have an interest in that self-same poetry and song. Come now, there is no call for shyness, and there is more to life than battle. If you would present yourself as a pupil to Jehantel, I happen to know his whereabouts. I'm given to understand that he has made his camp somewhere west of Quarramill in the South Shroud. Jehantel is an agreeable sort of fellow. She'd be willing enough to meet with you. Truth be told, I'm still holding on to hope. If you could find a way into Jehantel's confidence, mayhap he can yet be persuaded to train us. I wish you the best of luck, friend. Okay. That's not too bad. I wonder how this is going to go. I wonder how this is going to unfold. So we finally get to become a bard. Ooh, interesting locale. Ah, another guest. You are kind to pay me visit, young one. Naught give us elderly folk more pleasure than the company of the young. Add to that steaming pot of tea and the beauty of the Heavensward, and we could want for a little more. Ah, but the curl of your lip tells me that tea and scenery are not what you desire. You seek knowledge of archery, I take it. In which case, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. Enio, was it? Yes. I am Jihantel, the one they call the God's Bow, but that was in another life. I have long cast aside my bow, taking instead a harp to my breast. For years I have lived as a bard, going wherever the wind blows, exulting in the beauty of creation through song. To be sure, I still have the eyes to recognize a promising archer when I see one. And you, young one, have promise. Keep your nose to the grindstone, and one day you may count yourself a virtuoso of the bow. Yet I know that virtuosity is worthless without virtue. Aye, the words of the ballad of the vainglorious fool tells us this much. You truly wish to remain and learn poetry and verse. Well. I must admit to being rather taken aback. In uncertain days such as these, there are few indeed who would devote their time to song as opposed to more tangible endeavors. You intrigue me, young one. I find myself growing curious as to how the melodies of old might find expression through you. I do believe a certain friend of mine would be of the self-same opinion. Aye, that would be as good a place as any for us to begin. Listen well, Enio. There is a Mughal named Puknopoki who can oft be found wandering in areas situated east of here. I would have you present yourself to him. Puknopoki is possessed of a discerning eye for talent. If he sees potential in you, I should be well satisfied that you indeed have the makings of a bard. Heed me, O poison Altuk, turn thee o'er the hourglass of time, that we might gaze upon the battles of yore. So we get to play musical instruments in this game. I like that. Reminds me of Mario Paint from the SNES, although I don't know how this game does it. Ooh, Pokno is interesting.
Kuprag, how could this have happened? It's just so embarrassing. A blunder for the ages, Wubo. You understand what I'm saying, don't you? That's a rare talent. I will allow. But you caught me at a bad time, Kupo. Now, be a good adventurer and show yourself up. Jihantel sent you. You should have said so sooner, Kupo. You do know that Jihantel is no ordinary bard, yes? His songs can solve your heart and strengthen your resolve. They can banish your fears and fill you with hope. And that's not even scratching the surface. Why, to hear him perform is like bathing in sunbeams. Kupo, I've asked, begged, and pled more times than I care to count for Jihantel to stay and sing in the forest. Only now he has deemed to set foot here again. But he's refusing to sing for us. That's a blatant breach of promise, Kupo. But what's this? Why, your being resonates with a chord similar to Jihantel's. Perhaps even identical, Kupo. By the 12, this means that things may yet turn out as planned. Why, you might even have it in you to surpass the man. And that's saying a lot, Kupo. Ye gods, your coming had so excited me. My predicament nigh escaped my mind. There's a charm that I had meant to give to Jihantel, you see. But it was stolen as I napped, Kupo. I aroused just in time to espy the thief and attempted to give chase. Alas, drowsiness robbed me of my balance, and I was delayed by this tree. Last I saw of that overbold brigand, he, or possibly she, was scurrying towards Taker's Rot, Kupo. Now, I realize we've only just met, but would you mind recovering the charm and delivering it to Jihantel in my stead?
That was easier than I thought.
Have you recovered the charm?
Ooh.
You did it, Kupo. Please, you must now deliver to Jihantel. Tell him that Puknopoki thinks him a cunning rogue, but is excited nonetheless. So excited, in fact, that he cannot help but sing.
Okay, that was something. But here we go, we finally become a bard. Okay. An interesting location for this too.
Welcome back, Idio. You have a charm and a message for me from Puknopoki, you say? A cunning rogue, am I? I suppose I must explain. Puknopoki and I go back a long way, to when first I took up the harp. I made a promise to him then, one that I have yet to make good on. Puknopoki has long desired that I remain in the Heavensward to sing for the rest of my days. Regrettably, I have been ill able to oblige him. A duty called, you see. I had battlefields to stand upon and comrades to protect. Moreover, an event came to pass that rendered my being in the Heavensward problematic. I thought that by taking eager souls such as you under my wing, may it would suffice to appease Puknopoki. Of course, he saw straight to my little ruse. What the Mughals lack in grace, they amply make up for in wit. The creatures are great lovers of song. That you return with this charm is proof positive of his high regard for your potential as bard and archer both. The charm is a crystal known as the soul of the bard. Puknopoki asks that you bring it to me. I,
nobody meant for you to have it. It is a gift from the Mughals, bestowed upon those they deem worthy of walking the path of the true bard. The soul of the bard harbors memories of the past, verses and refrains sung by the bards of old. As you gain in worldly experience, more of these memories will find expression through your being, imbuing your song with powers untold. Now, it may surprise you to hear that bowmen and bards are as next of kin. By that same token, mastery of song is dependent upon one's prowess as an archer. The sense in this will be lost upon you at first, but in time, the realization will dawn that bow and harp are but strange instruments played by the same hand. Go now, Ineo, and let your body and soul drink deep of the melodies of the old. When next we meet, I hope to see a fully fledged bard standing before me, one who exceeds even Puktopoki's wildest expectations. The next quest to learn action before his now sink in. Alright. There we go. We finally become a bard. A mage's ballad. There we go. The soul of the bard. Alright, so the quest to learn the action. Song gauge. Alright, here we go. Let's adjust that. So okay, let's make this a little smaller. There we go. Alright, there is an NPC called Simkin. So let's go to Grenadia. Let's go to Grenadia first. I wonder where this NPC is at. Let's go do it. Okay. Old Grenadia. Amphitheater. There is Simkin. Let's do this. Have you come to listen to the silken strings of Simkin, traveling troubadour and master minstrel? No? You do, however, have the look of one who lives life on the road, and on the subject of wondrous wanderings, and the musical expression thereof, I do mayhap have some small wisdom to offer. When I suddenly find my heart stirred by some spectacle of nature, or inspiring act of daring do, I simply let the emotion of the moment flow through my fingers and into my harp. I found no sound to be as achingly beautiful as one born from the instant of genuine joy or wistful sadness. You need no special training or knowledge to give voice to the music of the heart. Only a willingness to play the score as it writes itself across your soul. If you can accomplish such a surrender, then you will have created a piece unique unto yourself. And what melody could be more precious? I knew from the moment I laid eyes upon you, here is a man whose spirit begs for instrumental interpretation. Pray release your inhibitions and favor the world with your performance. When using the performance action, strictly prohibited from music. Strictly prohibited from performing music of any third parties. You may record and upload your performance and hereby agree to license recording this. Okay. To begin, you should simply play whichever notes catch your fancy. Let whimsy carry you up and down the scales. Revel in the soaring heights and plunging depths until you find a song which resonates with your being. Painted with the experience of your adventures, the timbre and tone will be yours and yours alone. Ah, I wonder what manner of music will fill in the air. May the wind catch your composition and deliver it unto my covetous ear. You've learned before why performance actually can be found in traits when the access under any menu. Use your harp. Okay. 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 Where is performance? Oh, performance. There we go. Performance. Where is performance? Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. Well, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, I think I used up all. Wait a minute. Do we still have any hot bars we can use? We've already used up all of our hot bars. Oh boy. Unless we do this. Unless we go to do this instead. Oh, this one looks complicated already. I am no musician. Oh boy, I have no clue how this works. But then again, some people use third parties to do this instead. Oh yeah, this is gonna be very complicated. It doesn't look easy. Wait a minute. We're not gonna worry about that today. That's gonna take way too much. That's gonna take way too much time to learn. But anyway, let's continue on with the Bard quest. At least we got that now. Wait a minute. I don't want these there. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. Let's make sure we didn't miss anything. Actions and traits. Wind bite. We got the... Okay. Okay, move that a little bit to the left. That's 15. 30. 32. All right. Now we got all that sorted out. Okay, let's continue. Okay, let's go. Let's go and continue on with the story quest. So the next one is level 35. Ooh, the Warden's Peen. Another ability. Ah, that glint of determination in your eyes is a testament to your newfound strength. You put me in a mind of my salad days, You would know why I truly abandoned the battlefield and became a bard? That I took an arrow in the knee is what most folk believe. See what you did there? But it is quite clear you are not most folk. Very well. I shall insult your intelligence with an untruth. For now, allow me to answer by saying that everything in creation is given to change. And mad most of all, I was drawn to the power of song. The power to touch the very souls of men, and decided that I must pursue it. Sadly, that power has been all but forgotten in this age of cynicism. Such songs as those performed by tavern bards serve no purpose beyond the amusement of drunkards. But that was not always the way of it. There was a time when song could shape the outcome of conflict. Ever since nations first quarreled, armies have fielded archers wherewith they rained death upon the enemy from afar. As the battle unfolded, however, the distinction between the lines of friend and foe would grow hazy. Yet the archer's part did not end there. He had to stay alert. He had to stay ever alert, with arrow nocked and eyes trained upon the struggle. Even as his comrades fell, turning the earth red with their blood, the archer could ill afford to avert his gaze, lest the moment cost another his life. One need not have a vivid imagination to appreciate the torrent of emotions that raged within him in that moment. Nerves near to fraying, his breast fit to burst. The archer did only thing he could. He sang. His bow became a makeshift instrument, plucked as an accompaniment. At first, the archer sang only to still the roiling within, but his voice changed to carry to his comrades. It inspirited those engaged in combat, lending strength to their sword arms, and to those who lay upon the precipice of death, it granted a measure of peace. Realizing the tactical potential of song, yet loath to set aside skilled archers for that purpose, armies began raising dedicated regiments of minstrels. But the members of such units were no warriors. Fair of voice and nimble of finger, these career minstrels could find a place in the hall of any lord. Yet they naught of the burden burned by those who charge into battle, whose lot is to dance with death and sup on pain. And so, their songs rang hollow, holding no power over the hearts of men. In eastern Lanosha, spirits are said to haunt the trees of Raincatcher Gully. I would ask you to travel there and await the emergence of these specters. Through force of arms, you are to release the spirits from their tormented existence, and in the doing, ease their unfathomable suffering. With such a deed might you draw forth an ancient melody from the soul of the bard. Not too bad. If you don't get to level 50 by the time we finish all the story quests, we can do that later. Wow, 2 hours have gone by and we're just doing Bard right now. Wow. So we're gonna focus on Rogue next, because that is the only other one we have that starts from level 1. Okay. Do we have an instance battle? What? Ooh. There we go. Come here. That was quick. That was quick. That was quick. All right. Where is it? Welcome back, Enio. In your eyes, I see a layer of understanding, of regret, and futility. And in your heart, it now echoes with the strains of an old song, newly discovered. Embrace this song, and as you play it in battle, shall ever more powerful emotions beset and temper your soul. When your stock of tales has grown, pray return and regale me with stories of your adventures. Nice! Another action that we missed on our previous playthroughs. So... okay. There we go. Oh, next one is 40. Oh, hold on a second. Let's eat our eggs. It's good to see you return, Enio, and more seasoned still for your time in the world. Call me a spoony bard, but as a man in the winter of his years, it gives me great joy to observe an adventure in the spring of his. But as a man in the winter of his years, that's actually not a bad, that's actually a pretty good line. This is an odd time for recollection, but it was a spring day when a bard first came to my hometown. He played the most sorrowful chords, even as his words tantalized the ear like the breath of one's first love. Many a maiden's heart was stolen during his visit, and doubtless more besides. Enio, would you believe that common bards too were born of archers? This may seem far-fetched upon first hearing, but it isn't so far a stretch. Ask yourself this. What becomes of soldiers when conflict gives way to peacetime? Some have lives they might return to, aye. But most must needs take up a new trade to make ends meet. Well, it so happened that many who had once bent the bow took to strumming the harp. They wandered the realm, singing passionately and earnestly of the war as seen through their own eyes, of sweet victories and bitter defeats, of sacrifice and cowardice. Their songs so captured the imagination of the people. Nary a day passed that a bard was not called to perform, be it in a humble tavern or some great lord's hall. Alas, their popularity proved their downfall. Intoxicated by the attention of the masses, the bards took to embellishing their songs in a bid to outdo one another. And over time, each song was shorn of verity, till the bard's repertoire contained not one shred of truth. By now, you will know such songs have no purchase upon men's hearts. Certainly, a bawdy tune may set off fits of laughter in a sailor, and a sorrowful ballad summon tears from the eyes of a soft-hearted maiden. Yet these are but pale shadows of what songs can achieve. For a blessing, this decline did not escape the notice of the Mughals. As great patrons of the arts, they feared that the true power of song might be lost to mankind. So it was that they labored to gather and safeguard those crystals known as souls of the bard, that they might be bestowed upon worthy men and women. Now, well, as I know you relish listening to my sermons, I dare say it's past time we moved on to the practical side of the lesson. I know I have mentioned this previously, but tell me, are you perchance familiar with the ballad of the Vainglorious Fool? Nay? Well, that won't do at all. We must remedy this post-haste. The song recounts the massacre of Griffin Crossing, a battle that took place decades past, wherein countless Grenadian lives came to a premature end. Ah, but do forgive me. I seem to have mistaken the proper order of things. Before I begin, I must be convinced that the point of the tale will not be lost upon you. Elsewise, I will have wasted my breath in the telling of it. Now, heed well these instructions. You must make your way to Welwick Wood, where resides a mated pair of gold goats that have but recently lost a kid. The pair has been driven mad with grief, and only death will put an end to the uncontrolled rampages. Linger in their territory until you encounter the beast, then let fly your arrows of mercy. As you liberate them from their sorrow, so too shall your soul resonate with the echoes of poignant melody. I like this guy. All right. I don't think we'll get enough experience points per 50, but that's no big deal. At least we did all these story quests that we really need to do. Okay. Oh, I just realized the quest name. The Bard's Eye View. We get it. I always love the scenery in this game. Oh, there's our destination. Ah, there's our mess. Okay, impervious to the next enfeeblement. That's it. This is a lot quicker than the previous story quests. I'm not complaining. This is going a lot faster than I thought I would. All right. Welcome back, Inio. I can almost hear the cries of mourning that have seared themselves into your soul. That you remain unbowed by such anguish is a testament to your spirit's fortitude. Yet even as your heart swells to contain these new experiences, you must not neglect your skills with the bow, as a resilient heart must needs have a robust body in which to beat. Once you have trained both to equal strength, then shall I perform for you the ballad of the vainglorious fool. One more. Okay, we can do one more. Song gauge expanded. Interesting. Oh, the Rain of Death. Oh yeah, we got another AoE attack. Perfect. Welcome back, Enel. By your tranquil countenance, it is plain that both your body and soul are in readiness for the next stage of your journey. Very well. The time is ripe that I teach you the ballad of the vainglorious fool. The song tells the tale of an archer of the god's quiver whose peerless skill was surpassed only by his hubris. Alas, that hubris led to the annihilation of his entire regiment at the battle, which has come to be called the Massacre of Griffin Crossing. Standing guard in dead of night, an archer wearying of the sight, drunken pride and starved of glory, forsook his post to claim victory. 10 score yams had the archer crept, when shrieks rang out when comrades slept. For he was not there to see the knives, nor to ring the bell and save friends' lives. Tell me, Enel, what lessons can be learned from this tale? Ah, but hold that thought. What your tongue claims to understand interests me not. As before, I'd sooner have you demonstrate the fruits of your learning with bow in hand. This time, however, you shall have the pleasure of my company. I would have you escort me to the Gilmora ruins in the North Shroud. It is there that some few fallen from the massacre of Griffin Crossing have been laid to rest. Pray honor this place of remembrance with a bouquet of lilies. Heed me, O puissant Altic. Cast thee back the reins to the firmament, that we might gaze upon the battles of yore. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh. Looks like it's quite a distance away. Okay, let's do it. We'll finish off for level 50 story quest on our own time. But I wanted to show you guys what the story is like from the beginning, at the least. Ooh, instance battle. Love it. Perfect. The enemy van. Oh, I cannot. Why? Why do I still draw breath? that a sin of the past would beget another. Forgive me, Inio. Well, here we go again. I have no clue how to use these abilities. We'll learn this on our own time. Who's the mage? Not too shabby. Yeah, there's something to this. As you have doubtless noticed, I am no longer capable of wielding a bow. Whom they call me the God's Bow. I had hoped that the years would take the edge of the memories, but I hoped in vain. Absolution does not come so easily. Heed me well, Inio, for I shall reveal all to you. The man sung of in the ballad of the vainglorious fool, whose hubris doomed an entire regiment. He and I are one and the same. Being no stranger to the bow, you will know that the archer's role in battle is that of support. His charge is to thin out the enemy line, that his comrades might gain ground in the field of battle. By that most basic of criteria, I was unfit to hold a bow from the first. In my pride and lust for glory, I sent countless souls to a bloody grave. Good men and women all, with loved ones and bright futures awaiting them. I lost the will to live that day, becoming an empty husk of a man, tormented in sleep and wakefulness, both by the memories of my crime. But the gods were not without mercy. They gifted me with song, that I might find a measure of solace in my wretched existence. A new melody resounds within you, I say, though this outing was rather far departed from what I had in mind. That it still bore fruit gives me comfort. On that note, let us conclude the lesson. I dare say I have no cause to worry that you will repeat the selfsame mistakes as the vainglorious fool. Inio, I would be alone for a while. Take yourself back to camp. I shall make my own way there presently. That must be a terrible feeling. I don't know, that's just having the memories come back to you. Especially with death involved. I'm glad to see you safely returned. Though I rasped my voice hoarse through the saying of it, I cannot tell you enough times how much I regret dragging you into such danger. And yet, there is more I would ask of you. If you would do me the kindness of lending your ear, then pray speak now. This is another AoE attack I like. Wait a minute. Another one already? Oh, another request. Yeah, easy XP. Reign of Death. This... let's do it. You will listen to my request, though you know me for the vainglorious fool I am. I am humbled. The boon I ask of you is simple. I would have you sing for me. Sure. A heartfelt performance, masterfully delivered. You have come far in such a short time, my young apprentice. Hearing your song this day, I am convinced that you are well on your way to surpassing me, as bard and archer both. Soon there will be naught left for me to impart to you. Inio, you have proven yourself worthy of the consecrated garments worn by the true bards of old to honor the keeper. I speak of the choral attire. The attire was entrusted to me when Puknupoki and I first met, deep within the Twelveswood. The Moogle and I had traded scarce more than a handful of words when he pre-offered to me the attire, along with the soul of the bard. At that time, I knew not the true power of song, and so I declined the gifts. But Puknupoki would not be denied. For all his good humor, the Moogle can be unmoving as a rock. The attire chooses the wearer, not the other way around, he insisted, and I found myself yielding to his will. In mastering the verses of war, I won acclaim beyond my wildest dreams upon the field of battle, and for a time I was well pleased. Alas, my lust for glory knew no bounds, the consequence of which you are already aware. It was in the wake of the massacre of Griffin Crossing, stricken with guilt, I wanted not more than the earth to open up to swallow me whole. I had lost the will to live. Aye, but I was too craven to end it myself. And so I took to wandering aimlessly, in search of a place to die, far away from the judging eyes of men. Disillusioned with the power of song, I committed an act of folly. I scattered the choral attire across the realm. If truly the attire chooses its wearer, I challenged, then let it